Today I'll be talking about atomic design, what it is, go through each hierarchy of it, and then we'll apply atomic design to a real life application like YouTube's website. In particular, it'll be the trending page. Okay, so let's get started. What is atomic design? Atomic design is a mental model for creating user interfaces in a hierarchical way. It contains atoms, molecules, organisms, templates, pages as part of its hierarchy. These terms will make more sense as we explore them more in detail. So let's start off with atoms. What are atoms? In atomic design, atoms are the smallest UI elements like text fields, buttons, icons, or colors. They're essential building blocks, and these elements are things that cannot be broken down anymore. So moving on to molecules, when you combine atoms together, you'll get molecules. These are a functional group of UI elements. Molecules are basically a simple component that does something. So an example is a search bar. It combines an input field, which is an atom, a button, which is an atom, into a search bar. Next up is organism. Organisms are relatively more complex components. So for example, a header with a logo, nav links, and a search bar. They form distinct sections of an interface. And in this case, a header will be found at the top of a page. Next up is templates. Templates are page level layouts that define structure without the final content. You can think of them as blueprints using organisms. They are essentially the skeleton of a page. And for this example, I've just created this small section here which has some lorem ipsum text and this gray box to identify as a image. Now, the next and final level is pages. Pages are templates filled with real data. This is where designers and stakeholders evaluate how the design looks with actual content. This is the page that users will see when interacting with your product. And for the example, I've just taken the same thing but input in actual content. So over here, put in some about, put a heading saying about, and then some content regarding that, and then a real image as well, instead of a grayscale one. Okay, so let's apply the atomic design breakdown to the YouTube website, in particular the trending page. So I just gathered some atoms, and they're right over here, and these are elements that cannot be broken down any further. We have the logo, icons, button here. Moving on to the molecules, which is right over here, a search bar. This is a combination of atoms together, an input field, and a search icon. Next up, organisms. There's the header for the trending page, and this includes the search bar, logo, hamburger menu, crate button, bell icon, avatar, and the voice icon here. Next and actually second last step is the template. Now the template, you can see here, it is the structure, and it's defined, but there is no content here. It's just the skeleton of the page. In pages, it has the actual content that users will see when they're interacting with the page. It includes real data and real content. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave a comment.